Welcome to the very first episode of Leading Voices. Bula, I'm Darshini and I'm thrilled to be your host today. Leading Voices aims to provide a platform for women to share their experiences, challenges, and successes. I believe that women with their wisdom and strength combined can achieve anything they set their minds to. And today we have an exceptional guest who embodies that very spirit. She was recently awarded with the National Women's Value Adding Entrepreneur of 2025 by the Ministry of Agriculture and Waterways. It's a true honor to introduce Beatrice Nast. Beatrice has been a resident of Fiji for the past 27 years and is the visionary founder and director of Mesovu Fiji, Fiji's first goat milk soap brand catering to all skin types, which she launched 4 years ago. Beatrice is not just a successful female entrepreneur, she's a beacon of inspiration, setting the bar high when it comes to supporting and encouraging other women. Her dedication to uplifting her community is truly remarkable. Join us as we dive into Beatrice's incredible journey, explore her insights, and learn from her experiences. Let's welcome Beatrice. Bula, Beatrice.
Hola, Dashti.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure to have you at Mydesk as we begin with Mydesk very first podcast channel, and our first series is called Leading Voices. And before I just said, Leading Voices is all about, it aims to encourage women to present to our viewers the leading ladies, leading women in Fiji, to what they have achieved, the challenges they faced in their life to be where they are today. And we see you as an inspiring woman to us and to others out there as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shall we dive in?
Yeah, let's dive in.
We actually have a few sets of questions for you. The first one is, Miss Beatrice, as the director of Mesovu and a woman entrepreneur in Fiji, you've clearly taken significant action. Can you share a specific moment in your career where you recognized the need to accelerate action to overcome a challenge or seize an opportunity? What steps did you take?
Yeah, probably the most significant one was to see the niche, and the need of a market which was not there before. Going to the leaning on to the goat milk soap production, which I'm doing now, that nobody was milking the goat in Fiji. And so in Fiji we eat the goat and it ends up in the curry pot, right?
I mean, we all love our goat curries.
And then thinking of why is nobody milking the goat? Because there's so many nice products which comes from the goat, and it's so healthy. And outside Fiji, there's a huge market, and so I'm thinking, why are we not tapping into it? And so finding out in the research, there's 7 other companies who are producing soap, but only coconut soap, like everybody else in the South Pacific. So I thought, okay, let's do goat milk soap. So basically seeing this opportunity and a niche market, and I went for it.
And we're so glad that you went for it. I mean, who knew Fiji would have its first company that produced goat milk soap for all skin types that too. And we are so, when I first heard about Mesovu and that it's for all skin type, I was so amazed and so glad that we finally have something that, for our skincare, because as ladies, we all invest so much in skincare, and goat milk is something that we have never, most of us, we don't know the benefits of goat milk, and here you are to spread that word, to spread the news, and we are so glad about that.
Yeah, so going forward with our signature soap, which I call the original, because there's no color, there's no scent in it. It's just the pure milk and the oils, and it's for sensitive skin and eczema. And I have a lot of response via email from customers, and they just love it. And then the biggest question is always, why goat milk soap? Why not the other soap, right? This is because the molecules in the goat milk are more fattier. That means the leather of the soap is more creamier and smooth, and people feel that straight away. And it's just a very nice product for your body.
Sorry. Yes, definitely. And since we are at that, we are asking why. Let me ask you this: why female farmers?
Okay. How do I put this nicely? For me, I thought, it's easy, to get the milk. There's so many goats in Fiji. So I started to walk on the farms and ask the farmer if he can milk the goat for me and get me, and I pay him for it. And the farmers, they just looked at me like I'm from another planet, right? Some of them didn't even talk to me. And then I knew that was a big barrier. Also a gender barrier probably. And so I didn't know what to do, and then I thought, agriculture should know more about it. So I went to Ministry of Agriculture. They sent me to the animal section because it has to do with goats. And then I found a very, very nice lady there, and she started to help me. And then they did some workshops with the vet, and they allowed me to make a little PowerPoint presentation, and it was still hard to get the ear of the farmers in that workshops. But then one day there was a female farmer in the workshop, and she was the only one who came back to me and said, Beatrice, I believe what you're saying. I'm starting milking tomorrow. And then I said to her, oh, wow, that's great. I mean, it was really like out of the blue, right? And I said, okay, that's great. I will pay you some money. And she says, no, that's okay. I just want to know what you're doing with it. And I want to have some soap. And I'm like, okay. But I still want to give you for your work, So, and that's actually how we started. And when I came home that day, I thought, of course, why didn't I ask in the first place? Why didn't I ask the wife or looking for the female farmers? Because they can see the bigger they saw the bigger picture straight away. And then I started to approach female farmers in particular and the wife of the farmer. And that worked well.
Well, now we know if you need to hit the market, hit the woman market or the female market. Okay. This year's International Women's Day theme emphasizes on accelerate action. That means to boost up, to make things happen like that. In your experience, what are the key barriers that slow down the progress for women entrepreneurs in Fiji? And what actions do you believe are most crucial to overcome them quickly?
I think first of all is like listening to them. Somebody should listening to the women when they say something, when they have an idea, when there is, obviously they in that stage that they not only have an idea, they already looked for, they did their homework, did their research, and they are ready, but they don't know how, and they don't have the financial maybe, so the financial one is the next one, which is crucial. SME, especially created for women SMEs, maybe MSMEs, to give financial support, I would say. These two.
And do you think family support could be one of the...
Family support?
Yeah.
Family support is always here in Fiji. I mean, family support is like, we don't need to talk about this. This is right there.
Glad we
are all one family, aren't we?
All right. Mesovu operates in a dynamic market. How do you foster a culture of rapid adoption and action within your team, particularly when it comes to empowering other women within your organization?
Well, I mean, for me, it's pretty easy right now because I'm starting new. So I'm starting with like 2 staff. and obviously they're also both new in the field, and so we are learning by doing and empowering ourselves. But I'm very, very happy with both of them. But I'm very proud of my 𝐾𝐤𝐤 staff, which I have, because I was actually hiring her for sales, and now she is in the production, and she is amazing. And I hope that she's going to stay for a long time, and that they grow with the company growing. And we are planning to employ 2 more this year, 2 more staff, and obviously in the years to come. And I can see that maybe this is a field where some people would not have thought about to do something. But if you have a creative mind, you will love soap making, because there's so many opportunities, and you found new molds, and we have new, like the resorts, they have, can I have a leaf, and the shapes, or if it's out in the islands, we have like a wave shape, so they love the wave shapes, and then we have little doggy paws and little bones, which goes to the animal shelters, and but people still like to buy it. I mean, it's you can do a lot. Women's Day, we have our packaging, which is sustainable, green ink and craft paper, no carbon footprints, but still on Women's Day we put some purple glitter on it or something like this to make it nice,
Yes.
So
nice and cute.
There's so many options to do it, and also obviously with the scents. So last year we were invited to the Hong Kong Expo, which was our first time to introduce to the Asian market. So we created the moonflower, which is an Asian flower, purple white, and the Asians obviously like it. So we created the scent and the moonflower soap, which was pretty good for this year's Women's Day, because it has the same colors. So we introduced it, and we introduced it in Hong Kong last year, and we still have it because it works well. And for this year, our
Women's Day,
not Women's Day, but I would say Soap of the Year 2025. We created for the Fijian people, for us, and it's called the 𝐾𝐤𝐤 goat milk soap. And I do not know if it's the first one in the world, but I believe it should be. I don't know who makes it, but we make the first goat milk 𝐾𝐤𝐤 soap here in Fiji right now. And we paired it with brown sugar and fig. And the 𝐾𝐤𝐤 should stand for, because it's our welcome drink, and it's our traditional welcome, and it's our traditional plant, and it's our traditional welcome. The 𝐾𝐤𝐤 plant, and also for the farmers in the fields, the brown sugar stands for all the farmers, including obviously my goat farmers. And just celebrating our people, this year with our 𝐾𝐤𝐤 soap. And it should be next to every tanoa bowl in the country, because wash your hands is always important.
Yes, and that's a great way to give back to the community.
That's right.
Okay, moving on. As a leading voice, you have the ability to inspire others. What advice would you give to the inspiring women entrepreneurs in Fiji who are looking to accelerate action in their own ventures, especially when facing some societal or cultural hurdles or difficulties?
Never give up. Just keep going and knock the doors until they open. And if one door is not opening, another one will open. Just
keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Pushing, kicking,
push
the
your
door.
dreams. Follow your dreams. Keep pushing. Eventually it will happen. And mostly in Fiji time, but it will.
Fiji time is a big thing in Fiji.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, that was a great advice. I mean, I would take that as advice as well. I mean, one should never give up on it's a dream. You should never look back. The goal is to look forward and to work forward.
That's right.
Yes. Looking ahead, what specific actions do you believe businesses and the wider community in Fiji need to take to create more equitable and supportive environment for women entrepreneurs to thrive and grow?
Yeah, so maybe have more attention to the rural areas and especially to the farmers now, since I'm involved now in this sector. That they have more information and that they actually have access also. Maybe put some stations in between the farms where they also can meet and network with each other. What's going on your farm, what's going on your farm, you know. And then maybe also get educated, how is your soil? Just do soil testing, which is very important. And then see what crop is going on my soil, because my neighbor probably has a completely different soil on the other side of the mountain or whatever. And then, and then see what's best for my soil, and then what's best in the market, right? I know that moringa, for example, is very highly rated right now.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Not a lot of people do it, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm asking myself why. So I'm not a farmer, I cannot say, but maybe just go out more and see what these farmers can do. You know, because it all reflects then on our nation, and this is our food sources, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And by farmers, do you mean just farmers in general, or do you believe that female farmers can also come up with new innovations to support the market?
100%. I mean, since I know now a few of these farmers, this is like amazing with what they're coming up. They're coming up with byproducts, right? And just yesterday I saw it again. What is it? Instead of potato, use from Komala, for example. She's a good friend of mine, and she does now hash browns and other things. So byproducts basically out of the same crop, but value adding, doing it in another way. I think we can do a lot with value added products to our food source here in Fiji for all of us.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
I mean, I'm talking goat milk cheese.
I mean,
back to the goats.
Goat milk cheese. Do we have that?
No, we don't have it yet in the country, but it will definitely come as soon as I'm getting all the milk supply. But it's obviously on every breakfast table in the hotels and in the tourism industry, and they fly it in. So it's it's an imported product, but we don't need that. We can do it now ourselves with our new industry coming up.
Yes, definitely. And we are all here to support your industry, to support your idea, because, hey, it's women supporting women, right, at the end of the day.
Thank you. And, I mean, I have to thank a lot of people, whoever was involved from the beginning, and Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Trade, Fiji, Investment Fiji, and many, many more, and I hope I didn't forget anybody. But it takes a lot of people to create, and I'm glad that we are there now.
Yes, I mean, we like to call them our support system, I believe.
Yes.
Right? Just a quick question. We've always heard about women empowering women, women supporting women, which woman inspires you. What about men? What about men supporting women? What about men empowering women?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. I put my head down if they do that. I mean, that would be absolutely great. And there is a few around. I mean, it's not that all the men not supporting. No. There is a lot of support from the men as well. And I think it's very important. And sometimes it's also like a couple, you know. There's a couple, farmer couple, and they do it together, you know, and they support each other, and that's the way to do it, you know.
You put one and one together, you get two.
Yeah,
Grows more.
that's right.
Okay, we're just on the last question now, and it's just the concept. The concept of accelerate action implies a sense of urgency in your daily life and business practices. How do you maintain that sense of urgency while ensuring sustainable and thoughtful growth for Mesovu and the women you mentor?
I'm asking me that every day. How do I manage it? I mean, even people say, "How do you manage this all?" And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna make a sheet every day where I put what I'm doing one after the other, and then I probably go by priority, and then I see how much I can do down from that sheet. And if I did all, I'm really, really proud of myself and very tired. And if I do only a few, then okay, that's it. And then, but you know, you have to play it by the day, I guess.
And how do you motivate your team members to give their best every day?
Oh, I just make sure that I'm like always, you know, I mean, I'm not going to sit in my office like this or something like this, or I'm just getting up. I'm going to motivate them with energy, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a blast of energy. It has to be there.
Like a blast of energy. And how is that? Isn't that great when we can pack now 200 soaps?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm just going to ask you one last question. We've always had people saying, okay, she's my inspiration. I've been inspired by Beatrice. But who inspires you, Beatrice? Who are you inspired by? What motivated you to take that step 27 years ago to come to Fiji and to build your life here?
Oh, I was inspired by Fiji because I fall in love with the country, right?
Fiji, you beauty.
Yeah, Fiji was the beauty, and Fiji was my inspiration. And obviously, I was looking for a place. I was looking for a new home, basically, and Fiji came across twice. And yeah,
it was almost like how ocean called Moana, Fiji called you.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And we're so glad that you did take that decision 27 years ago, and you decided to land in Fiji. I mean, if not, we would have never got the market for Mesovu. Maybe we would have, we wouldn't have, who knows, but we are glad that it's a woman who is out there in the market producing and marketing for Mesovu, for Fiji's first milk soap for all skin type. And we're so happy that that you are a woman who stands her ground, and who walks the talk. With that, Beatrice, we would like to thank you and keep supporting women and keep supporting others, and we would also love to see you in the big screens. Vinaka.
Vinaka wa ka leo.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.